Windows 7 will provide you with an outstanding mobile computing experience using your laptop. An experience that is responsive, secure, seamlessly connects to resources that are important to you, and supports your fast-paced and on-the-go lifestyle, both at home and at work. You're wrapping up a business trip and heading home. On the way to the airport, you check to see if the flight is on time. Your laptop's built-in cellular data card and the integrated support in Windows 7 automatically connects to your PC, to the internet wherever there is coverage available. In the airport lounge, the cellular coverage is poor, so Windows 7 switches to the local Wi-Fi network without additional prompts or dialogues. These capabilities make it easy for you to get connected and stay connected without any extra work on your part. Windows 7 also helps you to connect to work while on the go. With built-in direct access, you can click on the link in this email and open up your team's SharePoint site without any extra steps to connect to the corporate network. This reminds you that some updates to the team's database are due today. You don't have the application on your laptop, but it is installed on your PC back at the office. You have a shortcut in the Start menu which allows you to run the application remotely. That looks familiar. Again, Direct Access has created a full connection to your corporate network, allowing you to run the application from your remote computer. After finishing your work, you meet one of your coworkers, and he asks for a document you've been working on. You hand him the file on a secured USB drive. It is BitLocker protected and locked to your corporate domain, so it opens for you and your coworker without extra steps. Later, you realize that you lost the USB drive, but don't worry about the documents on the lost device because they can only be accessed by someone with the proper credentials from your company. During the flight, you open the lid on your laptop, and it wakes up quickly and is ready to use. Sleep and resume are faster in Windows 7 than in Vista. Your space is cramped and you want to look over some photos you took on the trip. No problem. You swivel the screen and use the touch screen to navigate to your photos. Windows 7 makes this easy because the UI is enhanced for touch. You can use the multi-touch gesture with your fingers to zoom in on the details of a particular picture. A while later, you take some time out to look at a magazine, and your laptop reacts to the inactivity and dims the screen to conserve power. This is one of a number of power-saving features in Windows 7, like more efficient DVD playback and engineering that allows processes to get idle and stay idle when not in use. Your laptop has been on the whole flight, but you still have some power left. By reducing background activity, using processors more efficiently and taking advantage of the latest, most energy-efficient hardware, Windows 7 delivers noticeably longer battery life. After your flight arrives, you want to check traffic before driving home. You use the laptop as a slate and quickly write in the name of the airport and get the latest information. This works seamlessly thanks to the improved integration of inking in the browser. Once you're home, your laptop automatically connects to your home group. This gives you access to the content on the other PCs in your home, while at the same time ensuring that your work content is not accessible from the other PCs. Your default printer switches to your home printer, and you print out your trip report. And at the same time you browse and listen to the music on the Den PC from your laptop using Explorer or Media Player. As you have seen, Windows 7 will make laptops even more useful at work, at home, and on the go. Your laptop will be more responsive and will adapt to the situations, locations, and tasks you face throughout the day. With Windows 7, your mobile computing experience will be more natural and enjoyable than ever before. With Windows 7, services will light up the operating system and enhance your computing experience. A cornerstone of this approach is integration with Windows Live. Once installed, Windows Live will provide great experiences that support your digital lifestyle. In Windows 7, you'll have access to an array of gadgets that will provide you with quick and easy access to your live applications. Live applications themselves will also have great integration. Here, you can see Windows Live Photo Gallery, which provides a premium experience for organizing and sharing your digital memories. You can browse your photos, and even see albums that are shared with your friends, family, or the broader Windows Live community, delivered to you via RSS. Or even take the next step and integrate these photos into your desktop experience by choosing to show them as a slideshow in your screensaver, or even cycle through them as your new desktop background. This is just one example of how Windows Live will combine with Windows 7 to provide you with compelling end-to-end experiences. Windows 7 will also feature improved service-enabled gadgets that work well whether you're online or offline. In-box gadgets, such as Weather, will leverage the new location platform and automatically update with relevant information. As you move around and are on the go, your gadgets will always show the most relevant information, based on your location. These new gadgets will help you have fun, stay informed, and be more productive, while staying out of your way when you don't need them. Windows accessories will also help you accomplish basic tasks in a useful and lightweight manner. In fact, with Windows 7, the in-box accessories will finally look cool again. Old standards like WordPad and Paint will get a facelift, including Scenic Ribbon. In addition to the applets, Internet Explorer will also be incorporating the Scenic Ribbon. This will provide you with easier access to common features and also integrate with web services. For example, monitoring will allow you to keep important information such as new emails, news updates, or information from sites you might frequent. For example, tracking an eBay auction, right in IE. Services will also enhance your browsing experience by enabling rich actions on content. For example, simply select any content and get access to handy services such as dictionary lookups, mapping, or search services, right in line with what you're doing. The Services pane will provide even more easy access to valuable content, built right into the browser and customized for each website. And in Windows 7, services extend beyond Windows Live, gadgets, applets, and web browsing. They also help to keep your system running smoothly. The new Program Center gives you one place to see what applications and gadgets are on your PC, and it can inform you of updates for both Microsoft and third parties. An update is available. Click on the link to go to the website and download the update. Now you want to go online to find out more about getting the most out of Windows. Today, there are many websites. It can be hard to know where to get what you need. With Windows 7, the new Windows Online website puts all this information in one place. Windows Online will guide you through the life of your PC, helping you to choose the ideal system, help you solve problems, and help keep your PC up to date. The Help and How-To articles will help you get the most out of Windows. In this case, you can see some information about internet safety. Let's take a look at some of those features in action. Windows 7 will be the safest and most family-friendly OS in the world. Together, through the Family Safety Center, Windows and Windows Live will provide one place to control access and keep your children safe from inappropriate content. Have a question? Windows 7 not only provides the standard help and how-to guides, it also integrates Windows Online to provide the top threads from other users in the global community to help solve problems quickly and easily. And should you ever find yourself wanting to upgrade Windows 7 to a premium version, Windows Online will make that easy too. You will be able to do an in-place upgrade directly from the website. With just a reboot, your PC will unlock the new features without having to install any new software. In fact, once upgraded, All your personal settings will be preserved. Upgrading really is that easy with Windows 7. So you can see how Windows 7 really is designed for services, with an integrated experience when using Windows Live applications, and value-added capabilities to enhance and extend many other scenarios to support your digital lifestyle. This is the age of personalization. Today, you choose everything from your ringtones to the color of your media devices. So it's only natural that Windows 7 looks and behaves exactly the way you want. You have greater control over your computing experience, easier access to the information you care about, wherever it is, and can enable these capabilities across all of your PCs. It starts as soon as you log on to your Windows 7 PC. Immediately, you see that your desktop is unique. It starts clean, and you add files, gadgets, and themes that you choose. Windows no longer auto-arranges your desktop, nor can applications add items without your approval. When you click on the new Start menu, you see it's personalized to help you get to your documents and favorites quickly. Each application can have its own frequently used list. For example, for Internet Explorer, you see a list of your frequently used websites. From here, you open up a couple of different sites. After a while, you've opened up several pages. With Windows 7, web browsing takes a great leap forward. It securely stores all of your web passwords. And, with Windows Live ID, passwords and favorites roam wherever you go. Now it's easier than ever to manage your Windows. Hover over the taskbar and notice how you get previews for all of your OpenIE pages, even the ones that are on tabs. When you hover over a preview, like your eBay auction, the other windows fade away, letting you easily find what you're looking for. You click the preview, and your eBay page comes to the front. Good news! Looks like you won your auction. A while later, you need to finish a Word doc you are working on. You go back to the Start menu, and this time use Word's most recently used list to quickly find the document you were editing yesterday. You click the document, and it opens. Now you want to add a photo to the document. You know you have some photos for the morale event brochure, but can't remember where the photos are, so you go back to the Start menu and do an instant search. The Windows 7 Start menu displays search results and even previews photos. You want to see more, so you click the See All Results button and go to the new Search Explorer with its rich previews and highlighted search terms. From the Search Explorer, you can search across multiple PCs in your home, including your work laptop. You see some of the photos you were looking for. With a single click, you narrow the results down to just the JPEG results. You see the photo on your local PC and the ones from your laptop. You found the one you want. Until now, arranging two windows side by side was a pain. Flick the Search Explorer to the left, and it resizes and snaps to the left of your display. Next, you click on Word and flick it to the right. And just after a few flicks and clicks, your windows are arranged perfectly. Now you just drag and drop your photos into your Word document. The next day before heading to work, you want to copy your documents to Windows Live SkyDrive. SkyDrive is the Windows Live online storage service that you can access from anywhere you have internet access. To copy your file to SkyDrive, you just select the file and drag it to the SkyDrive icon in your libraries list. It's time for you to head to work. You're not the only one who uses the PC in your home. After you leave, it's Grandpa's turn. He goes to your PC and logs into his account. Even on shared PCs, the experience can be personalized to your tastes. With your help, Grandpa personalized his account with a larger taskbar, large fonts, a background, and colors. Grandpa is at the PC to catch up on his email. Notice that the UI for him is in Dutch, his native language. He's browsing his email and sees a photo of his granddaughter. The picture is a bit too small for him to see easily. With a quick keystroke, he opens up the new built-in screen magnifier lens and then uses the mouse wheel to zoom in for a closer look. In the meantime, you've arrived at work. And as you're logging in, you realize that you've left a file you need at home. Don't worry, you can get to your files wherever they are. From your work laptop, you click the link for your PC in your living room at home. Your laptop quickly connects to your PC at home, and you see your folders on your home machine. You browse into your home documents and get to the file you needed. So you can see how Windows 7 really is personalized for you, providing you with a rich and customized computing experience, with seamless access to information that is important to you across all of your PCs. The PC in the home is increasingly used for entertainment. With the growth in web-available media and exciting new media device technologies, the relevance of the PC in home and personal entertainment will no doubt increase. Windows 7 will help customers get the most from the latest digital entertainment technology, and will offer the best platform for accessing, viewing, and interacting with digital media. Let me show you how. You're getting ready to head out on a business trip. The night before, you're watching high-definition TV in your living room. Using your Windows 7 Media Center PC, you can watch movies or TV in high definition, listen to high-quality music, and find, watch, or record your favorite shows. Because you're traveling for a few days, you decide to browse for a recorded TV show to take with you. And from a list of common actions, you go ahead and send the show to your Windows 7 laptop. Because your laptop is on your home network, the file is easily copied so you can access the show while on the road. Now you're ready for your trip. You arrive early at the airport for your flight and log on to your PC to get some work done. First, you want to turn on some music while you check your email. The new mini player pops up and music starts playing. You minimize it down to the taskbar and launch Outlook. The email has a voice message. You click play to listen to it, and automatically Windows 7 fades the music into the background and restores it when the message is done.
Hey Steve, this is Manuel. I have a quick question for you, but we'll talk later. Thank you, bye-bye.
After wrapping up your email, you want to watch TV and bring up the media menu. You click TV in the media menu, which has a similar look and feel to what you're used to on the big screen at home. But it is optimized for the screen on your PC. You decide to start watching that TV program you copied over. The high-definition video is crisp and clear, and the audio playback is equally superb. Halfway through the show, it is time to board your plane. You pause the show. On the airplane, you decide to watch a DVD. As you would expect, the DVD automatically loads full screen and starts playing. With Windows 7, playing a DVD gives you the same experience you have with your DVD player at home. You go ahead and play the feature. Interacting with your media during playback is also simple. When you move the mouse or touch the screen, you conveniently see playback controls appear at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the media menu to quickly switch to other media. You decide to go back to that high-definition TV show you were watching earlier at the airport and relax for the rest of the flight. You arrive at your hotel and want to watch the next episode of the TV show you were watching earlier. But then you realize you only copied one episode to your laptop. This isn't a problem with Windows 7. You open Windows Media Player and see lists of local media as well as your PCs at home. You click on your living room PC and see all the media on that PC. With Windows 7, you can easily access media from your home network no matter where you are through a simple internet connection. You select the next version of that TV show and stream it from your home network directly to your laptop. You're back at home. The rest of your family wants to see some photos from your trip. You see a photo you really like and want to add it to your digital picture frame in your living room. You click on the photo or an entire album and send it to your frame on your home network. A representation of your device appears, and you can easily control what is shown on your digital picture frame. And you then continue sorting through more photos of your family. So you can see how Windows 7 truly is optimized for entertainment. and will offer outstanding entertainment experiences to both casual users and digital media enthusiasts. The experience of owning a Windows PC starts from the moment you unpack the box, through several years of use, until you finally decide to buy a new machine. With Windows 7, the ownership of your PC will be a great experience from start to end. Out of the box, your Windows 7 PC is ready to go. After powering up for the first time, it is ready to use in a matter of minutes and without multiple reboots. The quick and simple setup wizard walks you through a few simple steps to make sure your PC is customized for you and your environment. Windows 7 automatically detects, configures, and connects your new PC to your home wireless network so that you can immediately and securely get on the internet. During first boot, you can even join your home group, which makes it simple and safe for you to share photos, music, documents, and printers with other PCs and users in your home. And when you are finished setting up your new PC, the Windows 7 desktop is clean and free of those annoying icons and offers. The updated Welcome Center in Windows 7 makes it easy for you to discover what your PC can do for you, like getting OneCare, showing you offers available from your PC manufacturer, and migrating your settings, files, and some programs from your old PC to your new PC. You want to migrate data from your old PC. The Migrate PC wizard automatically discovers your old PC on your network and lets you choose what to transfer, all with just a few clicks. Now that everything you need is on your new PC, you can connect your cell phone and import some of your photos. Connecting and using devices with Windows 7 is painless. Windows 7 automatically detects new devices, finds the latest drivers, and helps you discover what you can do with them. And the new device gallery provides you with a single place to interact with the devices and peripherals you care about. To connect your phone to your Windows 7 PC, just click on Windows 7 Searches and find your Bluetooth-enabled cell phone. It also gets the latest driver and software that lets you interact with the device. Pairing wireless devices is much better in Windows 7. All you have to do is confirm that the pin displayed on your cell phone matches what you see on screen, and you're done. So in under a minute, your cell phone is connected to your PC and ready to use. Once connected, Windows 7 shows you all the cool things you can do with your cell phone, and makes it easy to try features and keep up to date. And the next time you connect your cell phone, you can quickly use the top features right from the taskbar. The picture you see even matches the device, making it easy for you to know that your cell phone is connected to your PC. While Windows 7 automates many maintenance tasks, it is also great at letting you know when there's an important issue that truly requires your attention. For less critical messages, you can always go to the new Notification Center. This reduces interruptions caused by excessive notifications. When you click on a notification, it takes you to the new PC Health Center. Here, you have one place where you can see the health status of your PC and fix problems. In the event that your PC has a problem that PC Health Center can't help you fix, like your PC has slowed down due to a new application, you can take your PC back in time before this occurred. The second item is marked in yellow, which tells you that you should set up automatic backup to protect your data. With a few clicks, automatic backup is set up, and since you have a home group, your files can be seamlessly backed up to another PC on your home network, so you don't have to worry about having a DVD or an external drive connected to your PC. After taking the actions prescribed to you by the PC Health Center, you see that there are no other maintenance tasks that require your attention, and your Windows 7 PC continues to run smoothly. You were making some changes to a document you had been working on, and saved it. A few minutes later, you realized that you had accidentally saved it over an older version that you really liked better. With improved file recovery, you can go back to a revision last week, or to the one you overwrote just a few minutes ago. In fact, every time you hit save in any application running on Windows 7, the previous version is kept on your computer in case you want to get back to it. You will never have to waste another minute recreating overwritten files. Windows 7 also gives IT professionals more tools to get Windows deployed faster, reduce the cost of managing Windows 7 desktops, and to keep corporate data secure. As an IT pro, you can roll out Windows 7 20% faster compared to Windows Vista. Through a new integrated suite of deployment tools, you can speed up the process of testing your company's applications and hardware to ensure that they can run on Windows 7. The new dynamic imaging tools in Windows 7 lets you reduce the number of images you need to build and maintain by letting you integrate the OS, applications, language packs, and updates into a single image. You can even update existing images without having to completely rebuild them from scratch. As an IT pro, you will also find that Windows 7 helps you keep up with compliance regulations and standards through new features for securing the corporate data. In Windows 7, access to file shares and some Windows applications can be controlled and managed using rules created through the new Windows ACL editor, instead of manually managing groups and group memberships. So when an employee joins the company or moves from one department to another, their access rights are dynamically configured to meet the requirements of their job function. In addition, the improved auditing capabilities in Windows 7 help you quickly discover the Windows file shares and applications end users have access to. And since Windows 7 uses rules to define access policy, you can even discover why an end user has access to a given resource, and thus reduce the time you have to spend manually compiling reports to meet audit requirements. And because of these advances, you spend less time deploying and managing Windows. So you can see how Windows 7 makes ownership of a PC a great experience from start to end for both end users and IT pros, through a great out-of-the-box experience, capabilities to back up, secure, and protect your PC, as well as additional features to lower the overall cost of deploying and managing Windows PCs throughout a business.
Heart and soul of what a great Windows release could be, and the heart and soul of what Microsoft is. So without further ado, let me introduce our chairman, Bill Gates, who can talk about the next release of Windows and what he hopes for. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you. Well, it's great to be here this afternoon and to help kick off the Windows 7 project. There is no more important project at Microsoft. There's no more important software project in the world. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had a chance to talk to lots of groups, customers coming into town, analysts at the financial analyst meeting yesterday. I was down in Orlando speaking to the field. And they're very excited that we're driving forward with Windows. In some ways, Vista, you could almost call it a glass half full. There's plenty they love about Vista and plenty they'd love to see us do more about. And so this is the project that's really going to bring that all together. This is the project that's going to show that the Windows client can evolve into this new world, a world of new form factors, new chip designs, lots of internet connections where you're moving between various devices. That's the challenge that all of you are taking on. Now, there's a rich history with Windows. The idea of graphics interface, when it was first proposed, seemed like a crazy thing because the machines really weren't fast enough, the programming tools weren't good enough, and we as a company were very patient pushing forward this idea. We announced the concept many years before we were actually able to ship it. When we shipped it, the performance was a huge challenge, and for Windows 1.0, there were only a few applications and only a subset of those that worked very well. But we kept pushing and pushing. The 386 came along. That was a very helpful development. And finally, with Windows 3.0, we started to see some acceptance. I'd say that it was the release after Windows 3.0, Windows 3.1, Windows 386, where we really finally started to see things coming together. And then we took a big step up, probably the most famous Windows release of all time. I was looking at the statistics. About 5% of the people in this group were working for the company when we did Windows 95. And that was, well, yeah, it's a great group. That was a fun release because we seized the opportunity to do a 32-bit version. And even though in some ways that wasn't that earth-shaking, it really became the point that the entire industry focused on. We got all the software developers to improve their applications. One of the breakthrough features in Windows 95 was long file names. Many of you probably don't know Windows did not have long file names because of the way it was built on top of MS-DOS. And in fact, Windows 95 architecturally was really where we brought those two things together. In fact, as exciting as Windows 95 was, it was actually the release afterwards, Windows 98, that we finally got things right. We finally got the ecosystem pulled together, and we had something that became mainstream. By Windows 98, graphics interface was accepted, and that became a huge asset for the company. In fact, you can look at the company and say we've had two grand successes. One is Windows and the other is Office. And the Office success was built on betting on Windows. Office was a bet that the individual products would be excellent, that betting on Windows would be right, and that having the different modules of Office work well together, that we could do that better than anyone else. And those were three big risks, but three tenets that were in that Office design, and so that built our second asset as a company. Today, over time, we have built a third asset, which is what we have up on the server, between Windows Server, SQL, Exchange, and now we're in the process of building a new asset with our internet or cloud-based services and how those connect up to our other products. It's fair to say that Office and our server-based assets, we never would have been able to develop without the success of Windows on the client. And the same is true for the work we're doing in Live. You could go so far as to say there's a codependence here. Only by making Windows better at connecting up to cloud services, whether it's storage or backup or user profile or photos or finding friends, only by making it connect up well will we be successful with our live services, which is the new competitive frontier, and only by doing that will we renew the energy around Windows itself. And so, as we've had paired releases in the past, things like NT that ushered in the new technology, well, it really took Windows 2000 and XP before the whole industry was working around the new things we had done. With Vista now, the paired release really is Windows 7, the one you're doing now, where we want to get everything to come together. We have a lot of advantages now we didn't have in the past. We can see how customers are using the software. We have much better data than ever before. The people who we watch every action, where we see which error messages do they get, which features go completely unused because either because they aren't important and we shouldn't invest in them, or because we haven't made it easy to get at those features. Through our connection of Watson, we actually see where people aren't finding device drivers. We see the crashes and the problems they run into. Through our help monitoring, we can see where people are confused and where they're asking questions. And so by really using that data, we can be far more sure that we're working on exactly the right things. Over the last few months, you've all been engaged in helping to put together the vision statement. We pulled the organization together in a new way, and I'm very excited about the process that we've gone through. I think more than any other Windows release, really figuring out what the priorities are, getting those written down. We've done that here, and that's going to allow us to do a far better job. It's going to make it more fun to work on, because the feature you're working on, you'll know that all the different things that are needed to complete that feature are part of the process that we've put together. Historically, there's been a lot of things in Windows where we kind of halfway did the feature, where things like client-side storage, where it was pretty good, but it wasn't good enough. Features we did for photographers. We all lament the fact that when photographers think about PCs, they think about the Mac as being a lot better. We have a lot of nice features, but we didn't get the color management thing done right, or we didn't get the metadata replicating the right way. And so we're 70 or 80% of what we need to be. This time around, I think it's particularly important that we really complete the scenarios. Not that we do hundreds of scenarios, but that we pick the ones that we're serious about, and we make sure that that stuff gets completed. There's also some work we need to avoid doing. Sometimes because of the very tough compatibility constraints that Windows lives under, if we actually go and change code, that can be value subtracted. I know in my own case, I was very excited to take all of my home machines, make sure the hardware was ready, get them all upgraded to Vista. But for a lot of those machines, I found that the games that my 4-year-old daughter plays do not work. In fact, 80% of the games that she plays do not run under Windows Vista. I sent the list along, I'm going to be interested to understand how that comes about. I have to explain it to my 4-year-old. She wants to know. With this release, we made a commitment to have a compatibility standard that is more stringent, so that we won't have long lists of enterprise applications or Microsoft applications or fun kids types applications that work under Vista but that do not work under Windows 7. And that requires a lot of discipline, but that discipline is the value to our customers. When we think about how we influence the world, we're proud of our sales force and our support group and all these groups. But the way that we impact the world most of all is the experience they have in Windows. When Windows works for them and they say, wow, that worked really well, that's a great thing for Microsoft. When Windows frustrates them, they can't find something that puts up some message about how something isn't working and they don't understand what that comes from, that creates an impression of Microsoft. And so by far the most influential thing about how people perceive our company is the work that you do. And in order to make sure that all those experiences are going to be better than ever under Windows, the kind of coordination process you're engaged in and the ongoing communication that Stephen talked about is absolutely critical. I think we're all aware that the hardware environment is changing. People want to use more devices and move easily between those devices, whether it's multiple PCs. And fortunately, by replicating state through the cloud, we should make that easy for them, that their files, their settings, their updates, all of those things can just show up wherever they go. In fact, we should let people own more PCs, where they can have a tablet that they use for meeting type things, a big machine on their desk, a machine at home, go and borrow a kiosk and plug in a USB stick. People should feel a lot more flexibility from the PC environment. The chip is changing. They're not giving us the clock rate improvement they gave us in the past. They're giving us parallelism. So that's an interesting challenge, and we need to start down the road to taking advantage of those capabilities in Windows 7. There are the new form factors. Idea of neat small screens that you can read off of, where the input sometimes is keyboard, but it's often touch or pen. I was super pleased to see the vision statement really talking about portable machines and new kinds of portable machines as a top priority for the work we do. I believe very much in the vision of the ultra-mobile PC, including the ones that will have pen-type input. Phones are moving up. We see that most vividly with the iPhone. The iPhone's a fairly nice browsing and reading device. It's got Mac OS. It's got a pretty full browsing experience there. That is a competitor to ultra-mobile PCs. And we as a company want to make sure we can run Windows all the way down on a small device and then take our Windows Mobile platform up and actually overlap those so there's not a gap in the middle. Today there's a very large gap in the middle. The minimum resource requirements of Windows, the boot time, the power, the maturity of the non-keyboard input technology versus where our high-end phone is. There's a big area in there, and many people are focused on that. That's an important area. We can expect during Windows 7 development, Apple will probably take the iPhone and do a device with an even larger screen, going after the type of tablet student reading scenarios that we've been interested in for a long, long time. Well, that's our natural place to have success. We've got the applications, we've got the momentum and share, and we don't want to let Apple go in and seize that. Likewise, Apple, in terms of usability, that all the pieces are consistent and fit together, their reputation for doing that better isn't completely undeserved. So we need really to put more effort into that. We need to make sure as we're doing user interface, it's getting done early enough that we can have somebody really look at it get it all in their head and see, is that consistent? Are all the pieces working the way they should? It's another case where if we do something that has too much variety, it can actually be value subtracted. We need the discipline that the process we put together here can allow. Linux is another very serious competitor. When you've got a competitor that's absolutely free, that's a big challenge. Throughout most of our history, the paradigm that we're used to is we come in with a lower price for our software and we bet on higher volume. And customers have been immense beneficiaries of us coming in, whether it's in database or productivity software, management software, you name it, that we've taken the very low price, high volume approach. But when something's free, you're not exactly going to offer it at a lower price than free. And so we have to justify Windows on the client as well as on the server. On the server, this last year was very interesting. We actually, for the first time, gained a little bit of share in terms of usage, Windows Server versus Linux. And that shows when you really focus on the value equation, what type of server are you building? How can we make that easy for you? What type of things would you have to pay for on top of Linux to really complete that scenario? When we focus in on a scenario, we do very, very well. And so, we've been effective there. On the client, we have not lost a lot of share, but we're under attack, whether it's in governments or education. People are often looking at Linux clients and saying, boy, there's a lot of nice things there. And it's really our applications base and our momentum that holds that back. And so we have to renew the strength of that application base. Many of the applications are being built purely as AJAX, Web 2.0 applications. So how does Windows, in terms of storage and interaction, provide a better experience for those applications than you would get just using a browser-type device or using a Linux client? Over time, Linux and Apple will be the primary competitors we have on the client. Then you have the phones are sort of coming up from below us, dedicated devices always sitting alongside us. So it's not an arena without competition. And I encourage all of you to really get to know the equivalent Apple products and even think through not just our part, the software part, but how the hardware and software come together. Apple's done a lot of excellent things, but that binding of how many buttons are there and what happens when you turn it on, that piece has often been a great strength for them. And we have to work with our OEMs to make sure that the combination of our work, Windows plus what they do, say it's HP, Dell, Toshiba, Lenovo, any one of them, that comes out being a superior offering. I got the vision statement. I read that. I thought it was quite fantastic. And I got today something you'll get, I think, later today, which is the one-page summary. And this will be tacked up in my office. I'll look at it every day. If I'm ever going to send mail about some new feature I'll look and make sure that it fits into one of the vision areas. Otherwise, I'll hold it. And, I'll make sure everything I say is consistent with these tenets. So, I think this is a wonderful piece of work. It's sort of, in a sense, the charter for what you're doing. I look down here at the bottom. I see some dates here, including May 13th, 2009. So that'll be a special date. And I don't mean that we have to hit that exact date, but we have to, as a group, really fully complete the scenarios on something very close to that date. That's what our partners are going to expect, partners inside the company, partners outside the company. And so it is critically important work that you're engaged in. And so it's great we're getting together on this nice summer day in this very dark room to kick this thing off. So let me encourage you to do your very best work on this. It will count a lot. And I think we'll make this not only a great release, but a fun release for all of you to work on. Thank you.